So he said, "Water, why don't you ever come visit me?" And the water said, "Well, son, I would love to visit you, but if I visit you, I have to bring all of my friends and all of my relatives, and I'm afraid we would drive you out of your home." And the son said, "Well, I'll just build a larger home." And the water said, "It would have to be a very, 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 very large home." And the son said, "I can do that." So off he went. He went home and said to his wife, the moon, "We've got to build a very, 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 very large home so that water can come over." And she said, "Okay," because the water was her friend too, and she wanted him to visit. So they started to build the house. And the sun would saw all of the wood, and then he would hold it up for the moon, and she would nail the boards together, and eventually they had built a very, 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 very large house. And this house was so large that to walk from the front door to the back door took a whole day. And it was so wide that if you stood on one end of it, you couldn't see the other end. They thought this house was probably big enough for Water and all of his friends and all of his relatives. So the son went to see Water, and he said, "Water, I'm ready for you to come over. I've built a very, 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 very large house." And the Water said, "Okay." Sun went back to the house ahead of Water to make sure everything was ready for him. So Sun and Moon waited for Water to come, and they heard him coming before they saw him. And then eventually, as they were looking out the window, they saw him. He was coming across the hills like a big blue ribbon. So he got to the house, and he had brought with him all of his friends and all of his relatives, including the little crab that scuttled from side to side, and the shark with really big teeth. And they all came in the house. And they started to come in, and they kept coming, and then soon the water was about knee deep. And the sun and the moon had to pick themselves up a little bit so they wouldn't get wet. The water said, "Do you want us to keep coming in?" And the sun and moon wanted to be good hosts, so they said, "Yes, please come in, bring all of your friends and relatives." So the water came in more and brought more of his friends and relatives. He brought a clownfish that had stripes. He brought a lionfish that went like this. They kept coming in until the water was about as high as a person's head. So sun and moon at this point had to go all the way up, right up against the ceiling, because if they got wet, then their lights would be put out. Water asked them, "Do you want us to keep coming in?" Sun and Moon said, "Yes, please keep coming in and bring all of your friends and relatives." So they came in, and he brought in an octopus that wiggled his tentacles. He brought in a manatee that was chewing some seaweed. And he just kept coming until they had filled up all the way to the ceiling, and Sun and Moon had to go out and sit on top of the house. And they just kept coming. And the space where Sun and Moon were sitting on the roof was getting smaller and smaller because the water kept coming. So Sun shouted down, "Is this about everybody?" But the water was so loud, it didn't hear him. So it just kept coming until the sun and the moon had to climb up into the sky to keep from getting wet. So up they went, and they got there, and they looked down, and it looked like maybe Water was done, and all of his friends and relatives were finally there. And Sun looked down and said, "You know, Moon, I'm not really sure how to get down from here." And Moon looked and said, "I'm not really sure either." And the Sun said, "Well, it's a lovely view." And the Moon said, "It really is. You know, we could live here and have this beautiful view all the time." And the Sun thought for a minute, and he said, "Yes, let's do that." So they did, and they have lived there ever since.